The Nintendo Gamecube, considered to be the sixth generation of video games, released in the US in November 2001. Following the success of the Nintendo 64, the Gamecube was the first Nintendo console to switch from cartridge-based games to optical discs. The Nintendo Gamecube is by far my favorite home console system and deserves some more love. Let's talk about that. Hello, and welcome to the Modern Broadcast. I want to show you how to get the most out of your Nintendo Gamecube with this very easy mod that allows you to play your Gamecube games off a MicroSD card. When playing off the MicroSD card, this preserves your physical media from wear and tear and also saves your optical drive from burning out. So without further ado, let's talk about some retro gaming. The Nintendo Gamecube has a plastic shell and comes in a variety of colors. The US got black, silver, and the iconic indigo purple. Japan also has several exclusive colors, some of which include the Tales of Symphonia Green, the Tiger's World series, and the very popular Orange Spice. My personal favorite is the Gundam Red, and there are many other colors. The one variant Gamecube system is the Panasonic Q, which was only released in Japan and had a full DVD drive as it could play movies along with the Gamecube games. For this modification, you'll need the following: a copy of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, a hacked memory card, a SD2SP2 adapter, a MicroSD card, and a Gamecube Model 1, also known as the DOL001. I'll have links down below where you can buy the SD2SP microchip and the hacked memory card. Quick disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only and to keep your physical media safe. Modern Broadcast does not condone nor support piracy. Please support your local game stores. Thank you. You can tell the difference on which Gamecube model you have by the ports on the back or by the label on the bottom. The 001 will have an additional port on the back labeled Digital AV Out, while the 101 series came out later and Nintendo removed this port. For those of you that prefer the DIY route, instead of buying the hacked memory card, you would need an SD to memory card adapter, an SD-SC card formatted in FAT16 and also lower than 2 GB, a regular memory card I'd recommend with at least 1019 blocks, and the hard-to-come-by Action Replay disc. If you'd like to see the DIY completed, please leave a comment down below. This is an optional step, but if you have the Game Boy Player accessory, then I strongly recommend getting the Game Boy interface. The Game Boy interface allows you to play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games on your Nintendo Gamecube. Keep in mind, this will only work if you have the Game Boy Player accessory. Head on over to Game Boy Player interface, and go up here at the top and click on Download Main Package. Now that we got the main package downloaded, let's go ahead and open up here and unzip it with 7-zip. Great, and then we open up the file and we see all these files here. Let's go ahead and just copy all these files. We'll open up our microSD card. We'll make a new folder, and we'll call it Game Boy Player, and then let's paste all those files into here. Perfect. Let's go back here and let's make another folder, and we'll call this the Gamecube Games. This is where we'll store our Gamecube games. Opening up this here, I got a few Gamecube games. I'll just drag these over so that way they are on the MicroSD card. Great, now that this is finishing up, we'll unplug our SD card and we'll head on over to the Gamecube. So as we see here, we're going to be working on the Tales of Symphonia Emerald Gamecube from Japan. First thing that we got to do here is we're going to pick it up and flip it upside down. So we'll see here we got the open port here, that's for the Game Boy Player. It's on the bottom. The serial port 1 is for the network band adapter, and the serial port 2, and that's mainly the port that we're going to be playing with and plugging our microSD card into. Here's that label on the bottom that tells you that it's the DOL001. Let's go ahead and remove this. And we see this little port here. If you have the 101 model, this will not exist. It'll have the door still, but the port won't exist. Let's go ahead and grab our ST to serial port 2 adapter here, and we're going to go take our MicroSD card and plug it in this slot here, like so. Perfect. And if you'll see, it says that this side face inside. And on the other side, it says this side face outside. So what that means is basically you plug it in like this, where the SD card is facing inside the console, while the outside is facing towards the edge. Go ahead and put that in, and let's go ahead and put our cover back on. If you have your Game Boy player accessory, now is the time to go ahead and grab that. And we'll just put that back on like so. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put in our memory card and grab our game here. So this is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Go ahead and pop this open and put it in. And let's boot up. So Legend of Zelda is going to boot up like normal. So once we push start here, before we make a character name, it should freeze up on us. Let's go ahead. Alright, perfect. Looks like it froze. And here we have the microSD card. So here's our folders, the Game Boy Player and the GameCube games. Looks like we got our games here. Some side art. Let's see if the Game Boy Player did its thing. Yep, looks like everything's here. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and test out a GameCube game. Let's check out Animal Crossing. So you can see here, if you push X, you can mess with some settings, video modes, different things. I typically don't really mess with it because sometimes it has issues. I'm going to go back. You can upload cheats. Right now we don't have any installed. Just push A to boot. It'll do its thing, start patching it to make it think that Animal Crossing is in there. And there we go. GameCube now thinks that Animal Crossing is in the system. In order to quit and to switch games, you do have to power off the system and turn it back on. Now back here at the menu, let's go ahead and check out some custom robo. Just push A. And here we are playing Custom Robo. I remember playing this a lot as a kid, and I tried playing it more recently, and there is a lot of dialogue. I would definitely have to say that Custom Robo is in one of my top 5 GameCube games. I think the other games that I would list would probably be Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Sonic Adventure Battle 2, and Wind Waker. What are your top 5 GameCube games? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, we'll go ahead and skip ahead a little bit. For our last game test, let's go ahead and try out some Mario Kart. Just showing that it works. Go ahead and push A. I gotta say, Mario Kart Double Dash is probably the best Mario Kart game in the entire franchise of Mario Karts. Just having the dual driver and passenger aspect, making it a great multiplayer game. Honestly, they should bring it back. Lastly, let's check out the Game Boy player. So this is GBI Game Boy interface. Again, if you have that Game Boy player accessory, I recommend this. Open up the DOL files. So GBI standard, GBI HF is high fidelity, which is great for recording. And then down here at the bottom is the GBI speed running, which offers minimal lag. But let's just go ahead and open up GBI standard. Again, some settings pop up that you can mess with. Let's just go ahead and push A, or push start. Once we're in here, we can use the L and R to mess with the zoom, in and out. Push a Y to make it ×2 or 85% or 87%. But otherwise, I mean, here we are playing Pokemon Red on the Nintendo Gamecube, and really gives a great picture quality. This is a great alternative to the Game Boy Player disc official version, as that disc is very expensive. Getting the actual player accessory itself is relatively cheap and easy to come by, but it's the disc that absolutely makes this very expensive. So being able to use the Game Boy interface to play your old handheld games on the TV gives a great quality picture, good sound, and just overall good experience to play. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite GameCube game is, and if you're interested in me doing a DIY video of setting up this mod. Links will be in the description below for the Game Boy interface and hacked memory card. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe.